Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today, we're talking about something I know many of you are feeling right now, something a lot of my soul coaching clients are talking to me about, and that is the heavy, frustrating sensation of being stuck, where it feels like everyone else is moving forward, but you're just treading water. You're going nowhere. Nothing's happening. Well, your spirit guides want you to know you're not actually stuck. You're never stuck. I know it feels that way, and I've been there a time or two myself, so I know that it feels that way sometimes. But what you're experiencing isn't stuckness. And today, the Soul Collective are going to give us 5 tangible methods that you can do right now to start feeling the movement that's already happening in your life. And during this podcast, they are transmitting a powerful energy activation to clear away the old dense patterns and beliefs so you can get back to creating like the Ascension rock star you truly are. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I'm Tracy Canberra, and let's dive right in. First, I'm going to talk about what stuck actually means. When you say you're stuck, what you're usually describing is a gap between where you think you are and where you think you should be, where you've been working towards. You feel you're in limbo, like you're waiting for it to happen, a sign, a breakthrough, a change, a shift, and it's not coming fast enough for you. But here's the thing, nothing in this universe is actually stuck. Think about it. Everything is always in motion. The universe and everything in it is always in motion, either expanding or contracting. And if it's contracting, that's a sign that the old is dissolving, dying off to make space for the new that's being birthed. In my soul coaching sessions, Spirit often tells my clients, you are not waiting, you are creating. So remember that. Make it your mantra. I am not waiting, I am creating. Because what you're calling stuck is often just a period of invisible growth. It's like the seed underground right before it breaks through the soil. From the outside, and even sometimes from the inside, it may not look like anything's happening, but trust me, everything is happening. You are restructuring at a level you simply can't yet see. And your ego mind that operates from the past, from the space of keeping you in the known, will reinforce that nothing is happening, will reinforce that you're stuck. So stop saying you're stuck. Start calling it what it really is: transition, transformation, the void, the in between. Because when you change your thoughts into the positive, into movement, you reclaim your power. You shine light on that little growing seed underground, the seed within. So start seeing your outcome as if it's now, as if you're in the new life, operating from your future self. Because words have power, and the words you're saying or even thinking are creating your outer world. Okay, why do we expect to see changes immediately? Because we live in a culture of instant results, instant gratification, instant transformation. We see other people's social media, and our ego mind immediately goes into, well, why isn't that happening for me? What am I doing wrong? The ego mind loves to jump on center stage, hijack your primary reaction, and take you down a path of density. So remember, real growth, real transformation doesn't happen on social media time. It happens on soul time. And your soul doesn't measure time, as it truly doesn't exist. So it's not concerned with your 5-year plan, and it's really not concerned with what everyone else is doing on social media. Your soul sees the bigger picture and directs you to the creations it wishes to experience and towards the manifestations you're taking inspired action toward. But that's not always when or how you want it. That's why intuitive soul coaching sessions with me are so valuable, because it gives you a conversation with your soul and your spirit team so you can see the bigger picture too. See where you're truly headed, what thoughts and feelings and patterns and actions are taking you off path or slowing your creations, and what to shift, what groundwork to do, where to make redirections to get back on the fast track, which brings us to the other reason you feel stuck. because you're often trying to force something that isn't ready to emerge yet. You're trying to push open a door that's still locked because your soul isn't complete with that experience, or the soul contract with another is not yet complete, or you haven't fully integrated this life path or soul mission, or you're not done with your groundwork. Again, your soul shows you this in a soul coaching session, and it's so beautiful to feel that truth, that love and support, and get the deeper understanding. Also, no matter what you're creating, what timeline you're stepping into, there are always others involved. And you may be ready, but it doesn't mean that they are. Life is a dance. And if you're doing the tango and others in your experience are breakdancing, that's divine timing showing you others aren't ready or not aligned, or the experience isn't complete. I have a soul coaching client that is moving to a property that is yet up for sale, that is yet to be found. So, is she waiting, getting frustrated, feeling blocked, wondering where the hell it is? No, she is fully anchored in the faith and trust that her new property is there. In another timeline, she's already living there. She's timeline jumping. And how? By reorganizing her current home, cleaning, clearing, making lists of what to buy for the new house. She's actively moving the energy and anchoring into the new house. And when it does show up, because eventually the outer world does match your inner reality, boom, she will know it and she will jump that timeline in a split second, because that's her future life merging into her present. And here's another issue that creates the feeling of stuckness. Your multidimensional mind sees more than your brain, yet your ego mind, your 3D mind, wants to control the narrative. But remember, you can shift out of your ego mind and give your multidimensional mind the steering wheel. Let it guide you, because it understands that some of the biggest shifts happen when nothing external appears to be changing. So it's time to reframe the thoughts, because many of you are shedding identities that once defined you, releasing timelines that no longer fit, untangling patterns that you've lived for years, and upgrading how you create, not just what you create. And while that may not look like movement to the ego mind, energetically, it is massive. Okay, now let's go a little more in depth in the 5 tools that you can use when you're lying in bed at 2 a.m., feeling like your life is going nowhere, the things you want aren't showing up. Will things ever change? These are the things you can do right now to feel the forward motion again without forcing outcomes or believing your intuition abandoned you. Number 1, redefine what forward actually means. One of the biggest reasons you feel stuck is because you're measuring progress. And Spirit says all the time, we don't measure. Everything is 100% and everything is now. So get out of time and space. Stop thinking linearly and start thinking multidimensionally. Because forward movement, that expansion, can show up in so many other ways, such as clearer boundaries, less urgency, fewer emotional reactions, choosing rest without guilt, and saying no without explanation. Those are all big, big signs of growth and movement. Remember, forward doesn't always mean more. Sometimes it just means cleaner, more aligned, less distorted. When you change the definition, you'll realize that you've been moving forward the whole time. And that makes it so much easier to reframe the thoughts and beliefs your ego mind is spouting into more self-love, support, and self-validating ones. Number 2, celebrate micro movements. In the 3D world, we get so obsessed with quantum leaps, giant leaps, that we completely miss the tiny steps. So start celebrating micro movements. Did you get out of bed this morning even when you were exhausted? That's movement. Did you have a difficult conversation that you'd been avoiding? Movement. Did you choose salad over fries? Or actually, did you choose the fries because you're learning to stop punishing yourself? Both are movement. In fact, you can start keeping a tiny wins journal. Every night before bed, write down 3 small things you did that day that moved you forward in any way. And I mean in any way, emotionally, mentally, physically, or energetically. This practice rewires your brain to start noticing movement rather than fixating on stagnation. Okay, number 3, stop asking what's next and start asking what's here. This is a biggie because when you constantly ask what's next, where is it? You're energetically skipping this moment that is preparing you for what's next. So instead, ask yourself, what is asking to be integrated right now? What's asking to be released right now? What is asking to be called in right now? Because what feels like nothing happening is often emotional residue surfacing, or old expectations dissolving, or even intuition recalibrating or timelines collapsing. Presence, being, doesn't feel productive, but it is so powerful. The more you fully inhabit the here and now, get comfortable with it, surrender to it, the faster the next reveals itself. Number 4, speak forward motion into your field. I mentioned this earlier. The spoken word has so much power. My spirit guides have been saying this so often in the past few months. And going into 2026, the year of Ascension, where shifts are swift and sudden, your words matter more than ever as they're creating your new reality more suddenly and swiftly than ever. Saying I'm stuck time and again doesn't just describe your experience, your feelings, it reinforces your reality. So again, reframe it. You can say things like, things are rearranging for me, or I'm in a transition phase, or I sense momentum building within, or I know more clarity is unfolding, or my favorite, I know I'm transforming right now, even though I don't yet see it. I'm not asking you to lie to yourself or fake it till you make it. I'm asking you to stop anchoring yourself to a story that isn't true and create your phrases that anchor you into possibility, into forward movement. Okay, lastly, number 5, trust the quiet expansion because not all growth is loud or fast or obvious. Not all realignment comes with these huge aha moments. Sometimes transformation comes from the forward movement of learning discernment, quietly holding new boundaries, letting go of hustling or the need to be productive, or especially releasing the need for outside validation or value. So, moving forward on your ascension path most always starts with the groundwork, like those things, before the new reality can show up. These are just 5 methods of very many that you can use to show yourself that you truly are not stuck. You are moving forward, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you don't see it. So try these practices to help you shift your relationship to where you are right now. Because the truth is, sometimes being in the in-between, in the void, or doing the groundwork of setting boundaries, releasing patterns, letting go of people pleasing or peacekeeping, they are the necessary steps to complete before you can quantum leap, before your new reality can show up. Sometimes the growth isn't about getting the new job, new home, new relationship you're manifesting. It's about being fully present with where you are now, listening and shifting. So, what if feeling stuck is actually your soul's way of saying, slow down, look around? There's something here you're meant to work through first. And what if, on the other side of this, you look back and you realize this was the period where everything changed, that this was the cocoon, the dark before the dawn? So, wherever you are right now, whatever you're feeling, I want you to know you are not stuck. You are becoming. And that's not nothing, that's everything. So, try one or more of these 5 things today. See what shifts. And if you want to dive deeper and receive the methods that are just for you on your particular path, book a soul coaching session. Your soul and spirit team will show you exactly where you are, what you're working on, and how to get there from here. The link is below. You can book online. And let me know in the comments, what methods do you use when you're feeling stuck? What works for you? Sharing these methods helps our community here not only feel your support, feel the support of those who have been there, but it helps them move forward too. Thank you, beautiful soul, for joining me today. And remember, you are exactly where you're meant to be, even if it doesn't feel like it. Happy Ascension, and I'll be back soon.